Welcome back to Be a Sponge. In this activity of Scratch, we're going to create a project and play with the game and see what happens. In this activity, we're going to be popping a sprint in part of Scratch. I'll tell you what sprint is in a few seconds. So, right next to the Scratch logo, click on the Create button. And a new project will be created. Here we are. So these are the different codes or functions that the code can do, as in motion, looks, sound, events, control, sensing, operations, variables, or my blocks. You can also scroll up to look at it, but I like clicking on it because it seems a little bit faster at times. Also, there's a costume feature, so we could change the image to the way we like it. Or we could change the sound to make the cat sound like a dog. But this activity, I don't want to pop a cat, so I'm going to change it by deleting this sprint that I mentioned, or object. If I click on this X and go down here and choose a sprint, these are the different things that we could use as our sprint. So scroll down, and I want to pick Gobo. Gobo is nice and pointy and looks something fun to pop. So let's get going with our sprint activity with Gobo. So what we want to do is use an event, and when this sprint is clicked, we want to make it a sound. So start sound. Or like I said, you could make that sound different. Next, we want to keep a score, right? So we're going to go to variables and click on this make a variable button and name it score, or something that you like. But for now, I'm going to do score for all the sprints. And with that, I'm going to click on change my variable, which is going to be a score, to 10. So every time I click on it, it's going to go up by 10. Because if you go start by 1 all the way to 100, it's going to be a very long game. Next, we want to start the game. So we're going to do events. And when this green button, or the go function over here, is clicked, you'll start the game. And what do we want it to do? We want it to do something forever, until we press the stop button or the go button again, and it goes again. And that is, we want it to go to a random position. So I'm going to click on this, drag it over, and it'll be going to a random position, or where the mouse pointer is. How often do we want it to go? We want it to go in the control section, say every 1 second, go somewhere else. We also want to change how it looks. So let's go to looks and pick on the one that says change the color. So it's going to change the color, the fisheye, world, pixelate, mosaic, brightness, or goat. But for this activity, I'm going to stick with color. Next, I want the score to be captured, right? So we're going to go to events and click on this. When clicked, then we're going to go to the variable that we created and set the variable, or score, to 0. Now, these two activities need to be side by side, or one's gonna, when you click on it, it's gonna say do this all the time. So let's bring this down so this always happens, and align this side by side so it happens one by one. We finished the project, so let's get playing with the game. So to see it better, we're going to click on this full screen button here, the X, click on it, and here it is. So next you would click on this go button, or the green flag, to get the game going. So let's go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Oh, I missed it. I missed it again. I missed it again. You're so fast. Google, you're so fast. 100. Oof. I'm gonna try one more time because that was so hard. Oh, that was easy. So here we are. We got 110 points. So we're gonna stop this game. And it'll stop moving and score there. And we click this button again to start it again. And that's it. So I'm gonna stop it. Exit out by clicking on this X button. And we're gonna project title, we're gonna change it to Bobo Pop. And go to File and Save Now. You did a great job. Thank you for joining me.